لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Salatu wassalam ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Welcome to another episode in this series. And today we want to talk about something that inspired one of the key figures in our Islamic history, in our recent modern Islamic history, Malcolm X, Al-Hajj Malik al-Shahbaz. May Allah have mercy upon him, and may Allah accept him amongst the shuhada, the martyrs. Interestingly, when he performed Hajj for the first time, he came back, or sent a beautiful letter actually describing his experience, and he said that he met people over there in the Hajj that were the whitest of the white, had the blondest of hair, had the bluest of eyes, but they had this humility, this humbleness, this brotherly attitude towards him. And he felt that, subhanAllah, what made this humbleness come about, what made this humility come into place, must be a wonderful thing. And he recognized that it is al-Islam. In the Quran, we have a very powerful verse that talks about this. It says, يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسُ إِنَّا خَلَقْنَاكُم مِّن ذَكَرٍ وَأُنثَى وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِندَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. O humanity, indeed we created you from a male and female, and made you into peoples and tribes so that you may get to know one another. And the noblest amongst you in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are those that have the best piety. And so we recognize here that this is a beautiful attribute that rids our hearts and rids our attitudes of any kind of racism, implicit or explicit, that we are a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that our colors, our ethnicities, our backgrounds, our heights, our shapes, all of these are simply put in place for us to distinguish each other from the other, and to simply recognize one another, and to get to know one another, and to benefit from each other. And so the Hujjaj, as they embark on this journey and they travel and they perform the Hajj, they will find themselves with so many different ethnicities from so many different parts of the world. And this is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we as well, we recognize that we are united as we watch this beautiful Hajj unfold, and we are in touch with it, and we ourselves, our hearts are there, subhanAllah, as we are here. We recognize that we are connected, all of us as human beings, as believers in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that nobility does not depend on race, nobility does not depend on wealth, does not depend on how muscular you may be, or how handsome you are, or how beautiful. None of that matters. Nobility in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is simply our taqwa, the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we have in our hearts, the reverence that we have in our hearts. This taqwa is what unites us all as believers. And so we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enable us to be amongst al-muttaqeen, and amongst those that rid our hearts and rid our attitudes from any kind of discrimination or racism, wal-'iyadhu billah, because it is tyranny and it is injustice not befitting of a true believer that believes in this verse and adopts it in their lives. Jazakumullah khair. We'll see you next time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك